What's happening, people? Welcome to Music Monday. And today in the skillet, we are on the Ghost Dance record, track 3. And on deck today is a tune I wrote many years ago called Whoville. Wow, lots of good stuff packed into this song. So I can't tell you this, I was living in the little log cabin at Deerwood down the back end of the property. And one winter, cold night, I was looking out over the valley over at Becky Mountain, and the clouds were kind of hanging so low that they were just barely touching the top of the mountains. And I also noticed that, years before they had put a TV antenna on top of Becky Mountain, one of those annoying, tall, blinking, lit up the whole valley. I can remember when they first did it, how many people were complaining about it. And so I got to looking and I was like, wow, that's really beautiful, until we had that dang TV antenna stuck right in the middle of all of it. And then I started noticing, from when I was a kid, you'd look across those mountaintops and there were maybe 1 or 2 house lights from some of the old families that had been there forever. And every year, more and more house lights were decorating the top of the ridge line. And it got me thinking a bit about how just the development and the encroachment comes into these beautiful places and basically destroys it. Kind of like what John Denver was talking about in Rocky Mountain High. They tore down a few mountains to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. Kind of that same type of theme. All right, so I used Whoville became a symbol out of the Dr. Zeus thing for Brevard. Instead of calling it Brevard, I just call it Whoville, like this mythical, beautiful place, that has it's going through these changes. So many good lines in this song. I don't even know where to start with. I can just tell you, but that's what it's about. It's about Becky Mountain and looking out there and seeing it change, see this development come in and all the effects that it has on the natural beauty. The last verse, I'll touch on it too, is when it talks about Raven rides the thermals, and that's Raven that used to live up at Round Mountain. We played Old Mountain Guy, lived up there. We played the festival up there one time, and it says Raven rides the thermals on a clear and icy day. You can just see forever up there on those cold winter days. And Raven used to always say, keep the glad heart. That was a saying that I got directly from him. So I tipped the hat to Raven there. That whole last verse is about that Round Mountain and the natural beauty that was up there. Yes, grandmother Earth, she lives in Whoville, but she hardly ever comes to town. So, try to be conscious of it, try to protect it, try to keep a handle on the encroachment and the development as best you can. And that's what we got today. Awesome tune if you've never heard it. John Felty sings it. I wrote it. Beth Wood sings the harmony on the chorus with us. In the scat vocals at the end, that's all Beth, killing that. Really haunting sounding the way she did it. So it's kind of a haunting kind of tune. It really is. Guitar player is one of the few that's in standard. I got to show you this first chord right out of the gate because it's the coolest part of the whole song. It's basically an E minor, but you're playing it out of a D root. Come up with your index finger, grab the A string on the 2nd fret, and then put your middle finger on the 1st string on the 2nd fret, and then you're anchoring your B string on the 3rd fret. So it's that chord. Same one I use in Rose Hill. But that's it right there. It's kind of a minor, D minor, and then up to a C position. And then you're grabbing your index finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret again. And then up to the D, instead of playing the D there, I'm taking this C and I'm sliding it up 2 frets. And then to a D. And walking back to an A minor 7. And then up 2 steps. And then back to it. A lot of cool chords in this. Chorus is E minor, a D, C, and D, but there's some different chords. So again, if you guitar players, you want to know how to do these, send me a message. Most of all, join my Patreon, because I do guitar lessons in there, and I'll pick out any ones you guys want to learn, show you how to play them. This one's a good one because it's in standard, and I don't have a lot of them in standard. So that's what we got in the skillet today, a killer tune called Whoville. Like, follow, and by all means, share it. As Paul Harvey would say, now you know the rest of the story. You certainly do.